In the wind tunnel we are developing the aerodynamics of the car, and here we have two different methods. One is the theoretical way, which is CFD, that means computational fluid dynamics, and on the other hand we have the experimental work, that means we are working on a model in the wind tunnel and we are measuring the different forces on the 60% model. In the clean room we are manufacturing all the composite components. Composite assembly, we are completing the different composite components. For example, a front wing exists of 10 different components, and in this department we are assembling the front wing to one complete unit. In the hydraulics department we are assembling and servicing all hydraulic components, like power steering, like hydraulic valves. In the mechanical fabrication, we manufacture the different components directly for the car, and we also manufacture all the tooling for composite components. Seven-post rig is an instrument for the car development, and here we are optimizing the spring and damper settings for the various tracks. the atrium is a place where the test and race team is located. In this area we are taking the cars apart after the race, and we build up the cars new for the next event, for races and tests. In the maintenance department we do all the servicing and assembly of the mechanical components like front suspension and complete rear suspension. For the overall performance, the tire is the second most important factor, just after the aerodynamic. And we have a standard tire this year. That means all teams have the same tire, but it is a task of the team, of the engineers, to maximize the grips and to maximize the potential of a car to achieve quicker lap times.
Hi, I'm Nick Heidfeld, and that's my steering wheel for 2008. It looks quite a bit different than last year, and that is because we have the standard ECU on the car this year. So you will see the display, for example, will be the same on all cars. Here in the middle, the big one, you will see the gear indicator. On the top you have the shift lights, various parameters to go on the side. On the left hand side you can easily see FIA, that means we have three colors there, blue, red and yellow, and that is the same colors that we see on the flags. On top we have here on the right hand side the pit lane speed limiter button and the neutral button. That are two switches or buttons that each car will have, and we need a neutral button because we cannot use the levers to shift into neutral. The levers here are here on the top, the left one to shift down, the right one to shift up. The big pedals below that on both sides have both the same function. They work as a clutch. We only have two pedals on the car, and then there are various other switches and buttons. All the red ones, for example, work for the differential. You see there diff in the middle, and it's pretty early days and we are still learning how to use them, what we can use in the race while driving, again because of the standard ECU. In the past it was a more sophisticated system, and now you need to see what you can adjust, so it's quite interesting. Time of year now in the beginning in 2008, trying to learn and figure out how to use the steering wheel.
Hi, I'm Robert Kubica. I would like to show you my overall and not only. Here we see Puma overall, which is done on your size, so Puma takes our measurements and do our overall. Of course, as overall as all parts, all shoes, gloves, balaclava are fireproof. They have to really be sure that that doesn't happen, nothing. From overall we go to the gloves. Gloves has to be really thin to have good sensibility. Different type of gloves they are, from different grip level. It depends of course which material you use steering wheel. Then shoes shoes, they have to be really comfortable, and they are also done for your really measurements, your size. Something different, the sole has to be really thin to feel perfectly the pedals, throttle and brake. And of course they have to be high to have good stability while you are in the corners, to that the feet inside the shoes doesn't slide away. And balaclava, which we put under the helmet and over my head, of course also fireproof, which is very thin, but also it's creating quite a lot of heat up, so in hot Grand Prix it's quite tough. I would like to show you my helmet. This is an RI helmet, as I'm used to this company. I'm using it from very many years. The design is typical as last year. As last year, if some fans remember, I have changed for Monza Grand Prix and Brazilian Grand Prix a bit design, but generally I use these colors. The helmet is a carbon helmet, of course FIA approval for Formula 1. Visors, we have 3 different types of visors. The full dark one, which is in this case, then medium one, and the white one, of course for wet conditions, and very dark if it's very dark outside. We see HANS device, which is very important, and it's big step forward in safety. Most I think efficient thing which save maybe not my life, but that I didn't have an injury in Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal. Under the HANS we have some padding. Of course HANS is made from carbon, so that our body doesn't hurt. We have here, we can see drink pipe, which is connected to the drink bottle inside the cockpit, and I can drink by pressing the button on the steering wheel. And yeah, this is all, and I hope you enjoy my design.
This hall we are loading and unloading all the trucks for races and tests.